Bruce Willis, Frank Moses, and his partner Victoria, played by Dame Helen Mirren, come to spring me from this asylum. I've been locked away for 32 years. And when they meet me, he's completely off his head. Not in a dangerous way, but extremely eccentric. And they don't know what they've got on their hands. He's a loose cannon. He doesn't seem to know where he is or who he is. Well, Dean Pariseau wrote to me an email. I was in Los Angeles. He phoned me first and he said, "What did you think about this character? Do you want to develop it any way you wanted to do?" I said, "Okay." So we exchanged a few things, notes, and I don't think I wrote a 2-page, but I wrote a little essay on 1 page and said, "This is how I feel it is, and if you approve of that, this is the way I'd like to play it." He said, "Keep writing, keep doing it, because it's a great character." And so I said, "Okay," because it's deceptive. I don't want to give too much away, but I want to deceive the people who rescue me. He outmaneuvers them. He's 10 moves ahead of them all. And but they think he's completely off his trolley. But in fact, he's completely sane, or really so sane he's insane. He's a brilliant genius, you know. I wanted to make him very eccentric, not go too far over the top, but somebody he's so baffled. And when he meets Frank Moses coming to us, he says, "Oh, hello, what are you doing here?" He says, "Oh, that's wonderful. How great to see you, Frank. Wonderful." And they take him out and they think this guy's completely lunatic because he's very naive, like a child. "Oh, yes, I didn't know that about that." And, "Oh, really, Frank, that's extraordinary." And I think underneath that lie depths of such terrible consequences. That's what I like to develop, is to not act the thing that is going to be obvious, to go the opposite direction, in fact, and find a new way of playing the bad guy. Yes, well, I learned the text so well. I mean, I do go over it. It's become a bit of a myth. I go over the text 250, 300 times, and that's a lot, but over and over and over and over. It's obsessive compulsive disorder, I guess I have. But I learn it so well that I can rattle it off like that. And within that framework, then you can improvise, do whatever you want, and add stuff, take stuff away, add it. And because you've opened your brain up, or the conscious mind over, and so I can improvise around it and have some fun with it. And with Dean Pariseau, I directed, with Bruce Willis, wonderful actor, and Mary-Louise Parker and John Malkovich. And we can do what we like, because they're so cool and so relaxed anyway. And that's my method of working. Bruce Willis, such a gentleman, a real gentleman. Gentle, quiet, relaxed, friendly. And I said, "Morning," he said, "Hi, brother," and all that. And we have a hug and all that. He's a lovely guy, terrific guy. And so is John Malkovich and Mary-Louise Parker. I mean, the greatest, best team I've worked with in a long time. Helen Mirren, I just worked with I met her once or twice some years ago, in America, in fact. Never worked with her, and then we did Hitchcock last year, and now this one. We only have one scene in this film where she comes with Bruce Willis to rescue me or take me out of prison, and that was terrific. To go back to Dean Pariseau with the email he sent me, that's rare that happens, because, people want to have control all the time. But we were talking about it this morning. In fact, he likes to relax and let the actors figure it out amongst themselves, all of us together, a collaboration. He does his preparation and he thinks, okay, let's see what everyone else is going to do. And I just, for example, had an idea, and the scene we'd just been doing, just a simple idea, a connection between Catherine Zeta-Jones and myself, was playing the Russian, just a look. I said, "Dean, can I just say something for me?" He said, yeah. How about if it's just a subtle, just a look, maybe last 2 seconds or a second, and one on her, of recognition about something. He said, yeah, let's try that. So he said, yeah, let's do that. And he organized the camera. Okay, let's do that. And great, action, cut, fantastic, it works. So he opens the actors up, like Bruce, for example, and all of us are very adept at saying, well, maybe we should cut these lines here and move over here and do it. We did a scene yesterday, which I thought in my mind was going to be one way, turned out to be completely different. And a big surprise, and much better than one could imagine. And that comes from a very confident director, such as Dean Pariseau. Well, I have to say these are my favorite. This is my favorite movie because I never get to play this kind of wonderful character. I don't get to play these guys often, and not since Hannibal Lecter. I always play these uptight, starchy guys. I don't know why, because I'm not like those. But I love this because this is letting me out of the playpen, you know. And I'm having such a ball at it. It's so relaxed. The whole crew, the whole cast, just great.